Duke and Duchess of Sussex have spoken recently about the pressures of living under the media spotlight, and that's left them feeling bruised and vulnerable, they say. As a result, they're thought to be planning a 6-week break now from their royal duties. They're going to spend family time in California visiting Meghan's mum, Doria, for Thanksgiving. But sources have also reported that perhaps they're using this trip as a test to have a home there. So is it a good idea for Meghan and Harry to relocate? I mean, they've talked a lot about mental health issues, and we saw in the ITV documentary they did with Tom Bradby that they seem to both be very vulnerable and struggling with this life they're now in.
Well, I mean, I don't think they should make any, you know, a massive move like that. We're definitely going to relocate. I do believe that they need a time out. I really do. I think
Time out from what, though?
Just time out from it all at the moment, because literally we're all talking about them constantly. They're always in the papers.
But they're royals.
They're a new... I know, but, I mean, they're still human. And she's just had a baby, and they've not long been married. They've never had... I just think they need even a couple of months to just go away and be just a normal family as much as they can for a couple of months.
But she had time after the baby was born. I mean, she had quite a bit of time before she took up royal duties again. They had a fantastic... They're not... It's not a normal family.
They're not a normal family.
No, they're not a normal family, but they're normal human beings. I mean, they still, you know, whatever they are, however much money they've got, whatever their duties are, they still have
but all the
human
royal
emotions.
family, but all the royal family are... You think she might have postnatal?
I think she might have a bit of postnatal that no one's talking about. I don't know, but I mean, from seeing her being interviewed where she looked like she could have just burst out crying at any point. And I thought, oh, she needs somebody... You know, if I was a family member or a friend, I'd go, you know what, guys, just step back from it just for a couple of months.
But they
don't make any major decisions
But they can.
yet.
You know, they've got a house that we've paid, what, 2.4 million to do up. They could have lived in Kensington Palace. They chose to live out in Windsor. That's all fine, but they can go and live there and have a bit of quiet time. You know, they're not out every single day doing stuff. I'm not seeing them everywhere. I mean, I was in the Isle of Man last weekend, and I picked up a local newspaper, and there was Princess Anne had visited the Isle of Man. Here she is. It turned up in the absolute wind and rain, opened up a market hall and a hotel extension and, you know, pressed the flesh, got on a plane, went back again. That's what royal life is. Royal life, and nobody reported on that other than the local papers. She's the hardest working royal. She turns up, she gets on with it, she's dutiful, and that's what the job is. If you don't like the job,
but they're not allowed to do that.
but if you don't, nobody is saying if they don't like the job, leave.
But they're not allowed to do that, are they?
They are.
What do you think, Tris?
Before we know, Meghan might have done that and nobody's reported on it. Maybe she went undercover and went to an event and, you know, and it didn't get all the press. I just think...
But she does have a lot of press when she has done her event. So she enjoys the press when it is helping her charity and it's promoting the things that she's passionate about. And it's there's this issue where you go, you can't have it both ways.
This is a woman who, from the age of 11, has been campaigning for women's rights. This is a woman who... hasn't committed an atrocity. Yes, we pay for her, but we pay for all the royals. I don't know why we're all, you know, getting on...
We don't actually pay. I mean, I think Prince Charles pays for Harry and Meghan from the Duchy.
OK, so then people shouldn't complain that we're paying to build up their house.
It's not that. No one's saying she's not an amazing person and she's a, you know, a philanthropist, etc., etc. But if you want to be Angelina Jolie or, you know, Amal and George Clooney, that's fine. But it doesn't fit with the royal family. That's the
problem.
But that's not what the job is.
But that's the problem. That's what people...
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So if that's the problem, don't do that job. Leave it.
But that's the problem, that she doesn't fit. We're not allowing her to fit. She doesn't have to fit. Nobody has to fit a mould. There's no... Do you know what I mean?
They do, because it's hundreds of thousands of centuries of tradition, and I'm sorry, but...
Can't tradition change?
You know, the whole
point... Can't it evolve?
No, because the whole point is that you turn up to that, you know, sports hall on a wet, windy afternoon and you celebrate the people in the community who work tirelessly day in, day out, by the way, whilst holding down a job and paying their bills without moaning. You're there to give them a bit of escapism and say thank you for what you're doing.
Sure.
You're not there to go, oh, while I'm here, can I just tell you about how terrible
But do you know what?
life
The
is?
demographic of England from the traditional royal has totally changed. And this is the new demographic. This whole world is mixed.
But I'm not
It's
sure,
a
I'm
whole
not sure it
melting pot.
has totally changed.
What
No, it has because
I
there's
think-
more people of colour here than there were of the traditional
I don't
royals.
think Meghan's ethnicity has anything to do with
I'm not
this
saying it does. I'm
conversation.
saying that the fact that we have a mixed couple. You saying that she doesn't fit? Why doesn't she fit? Because
No, it's not just her, it's Harry and Meghan.
why do they have to fit? Can't they just be the modern royals? Can't they be the way that the society is now becoming?
But how do you
It
see
is
a modern... But Susie, let me ask you then. How do you see
Okay,
a modern
I'll
royal?
tell you how I
Which
see a
is
modern
what?
royal.
You'll just turn up when it suits you. If you're not feeling anxious, you know, say you've booked to come and open something, a hospital, you say, actually, we're feeling a bit anxious today, we don't really want the press around, we'll stay at home.
I tell you what I think a modern royal is. A modern royal is a person who is just normal, right? Somebody who starts the Invictus Games, somebody who talks about mental health.
Okay. Yes,
and he gets amazing coverage
somebody
of
who
the
fought for this
Invictus
country
Games.
in the army.
I
don't know why we attack them so much.
I like both of them, and I think they're great people, and I would have no issue whatsoever if they want to go and live a quiet life. And they've certainly got
I totally agree.
They've certainly got the money to do it, you know, privately themselves. But you know, when you are doing that job, you have a duty, and I think the Queen shows this perfectly, to just turn up and do that stuff. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but that is the job. That's like you turning up here and going, well, I know the job is to sit here and have a debate, but actually I don't want to do that. I'm going to go and sit over there and not say anything.
But can't she turn up, but do the job and have an opinion?
I'm not saying she shouldn't have an
She
opinion.
hasn't.
That's
It's not
the thing, she hasn't.
No, but it's not the opinion. Nobody's saying she can't have an opinion. What people are saying is, why are you complaining about your life
Because
when you knew what you were marrying into? It is the royal family.
Okay.
And the royal family carry out a role which is to represent this country and the people of this country. And so when they are... You can't have it both ways. So you mentioned the Invictus Games. Harry has had amazing press coverage for the Invictus Games. Everybody applauded him. It's a fantastic thing.
Brilliant initiative.
So when they want that press, they want the Invictus Games press, they want the You're
do you
Amazing,
want bad press,
your
though?
charity. Of course
But
I don't want
but
bad
then why
press.
should
But
we
you
say
I
it's
take
all right
it on
for
the
them to
chin.
accept it?
Because I take it on the
Part of
chin.
the job.
It's part of the
But
job.
you're not getting it pressed like this. You're not getting it like the way that they get it.
Because I'm not royal,
But
and
look
I
at-
wasn't married into the royal
And
family for that reason.
Look
And I
at
think-
Kate and William. Kate got so much bad publicity at the beginning. Camilla, look at
Yeah, hated-
Camilla.
most hated
what they
woman
did
in
was
Britain.
they just got on with the job, kept quiet,
That's
showed
because
what they
got
can
stiff
do.
upper lip, but do you know what?
No,
Meghan
but-
hasn't. She's different. Let's just accept that she's
Eventually-
different.
no, but it's
she
all
can't,
about
she
how-
can't fit the mould.
And
I don't know
you
why
said-
people are trying to make her fit a mould that she can't fit.
You said they should be able to be like normal people, and I absolutely agree. But you can't be like normal people and then live in a house that's paid for by the taxpayer. If you want to be a normal person, then that's fine, but you pay for yourself.
All I know is this woman has come out and she says, you know, you can see that she's got serious mental health problems, and if we're still going to attack her, you know.
We
No,
don't,
no,
we
we're
don't.
not. We're saying-
We can't say she's got serious mental health problems.
No.
No, sorry, not Miss
No.
but you can see that
But-
she's the woman's fragile.
we are
But
all-
we're
I
still
hope
attacking her.
she's not at home watching telly.
Yeah.
Because you'll all be doing her.
But we are all
Still attacking her.
agreed that she should take time out. No one here is saying
Yeah.
she must be forced
Well, listen,
or he must be forced,
obviously
in fact.
it's got us all in a passionate debate today. Let us know. We like that on Loose Women, don't we? Like a passionate debate. But let us know what you think, because, you know, they have been in the press an awful lot